Welcome back. I'm your host, Renata McElveny, a creativity coach for neurodivergent and multi-passionate women of color. And in this show, we talk about all things creativity as it relates to our self-discovery and healing journey. Let's get started. In today's show, I want to share with you what a typical creativity coaching session with me looks like. We'll be exploring different parts of the session to give you a better understanding of what you can expect when working with me. I'll also be talking a little bit about why I believe it's helpful to be transparent about the coaching process, especially as neurodivergent and deep feeling women. And I want to talk about how creativity coaching is a great tool if you want to learn how to use creativity for self-discovery so that you can do this for yourself long after our time working together. If this sounds interesting to you, then keep listening, keep watching, and let's get into it. So let me first start off by talking a little bit about how I start a typical creativity coaching session. And the first thing that we want to do is settle into the space. And we usually do this by verbally checking in. So this might mean a little bit of small talk just to get the ball rolling. And once we have time to check in, we start to warm up for the creative portion of the session. Typically, this includes a combination of gentle movement, maybe shaking our hands, moving around, stretching, then moving into a simple visualization to help us to get into the right mind space. And finally, doing a simple art activity like doodling or mark making to get past the fear of starting and the blank page. Now, this is the part where we get into the main art activity. And this is the core of a typical coaching session. And it's not unusual for clients to feel concerned and even anxious at this point of the session, because as soon as I tell them how much time we have to create, they start to get worried. This is very normal for new clients who are coming into this process, who haven't been very in touch with their creativity, who might be feeling insecure and worried about their creative skills. But this is also the time when I love to remind clients that the goal is not to create perfect art, and instead to focus on the experience of art making. It's much more about noticing what they are experiencing as they create. So, paying attention to body sensations, thoughts, and feelings. And this is what gives us clues as to the things that we want to explore further that maybe we haven't been able to access or get into quite as directly. Because sometimes when we want to go at it very rigidly or very logically, our brain, our heart, just doesn't open up. It stays closed and it's hard to go in there. And depending on the goal for the creative session, I will provide you with a creative prompt that you can use to inspire yourself, to kickstart the journey, to respond to using your art materials. So this is where we'll spend the time. And once we are done, we typically take a break so that we can stretch, have something to drink, and just have a little bit of time to process everything that we just went through before diving into deeper reflections and verbal processing of the creative experience. By this point of the creative session, we are ready to start wrapping things up. And we do this by reflecting and exploring the art making process. This is by far my favorite part because I love hearing what clients were thinking, what they were feeling throughout the creative experience. And as the facilitator, I do not interpret the client's artwork or tell them what they should think about what they just created. And I think this is really important for me to say because a huge part of what makes this process healing, what makes this process helpful in our self-discovery journey is allowing ourselves, allowing clients to explore and find meaning for themselves so that they can discover what their own art is trying to tell them, what it's trying to show them. This is truly magical because no two clients are the same, and each person is coming in with their own lived experiences and their own personal goals. And so each person's discoveries are going to be unique to them. So before ending the session, I typically encourage clients to reflect on key takeaways that they can think through as they go through their week and in between our coaching sessions. And this is where I think that having a pre-established coaching program, a set of sessions that are already predetermined for you, helps to get rid of all the stress or all the worry about how many times you have to show up or what needs to happen next. You just know, okay, I just show up to the session and I can just enjoy the process of creating. I'll also remind clients to document their artwork by taking a photo and uploading it to their client portal, which is something that I set up for them when they come to work with me. And this is something that also helps us to review the entire process as a whole towards the end of the program, where we can spend some more time reflecting and thinking through what the process has been like. And it's really powerful because by that point, the artwork has gained a different level of meaning and it's become even more powerful. It's really great to be able to look at the progression. And this helps clients to see their literal growth. Finally, if I think there's a resource that could be helpful or relevant to whatever the client is going through, that is usually when I upload it to the client's portal. This also encourages clients to continue to explore on their own long after our time together. Hopefully, by now, you have a general sense of what a typical coaching session looks like with me. I'm also hoping that you can see that there is really nothing mysterious about the coaching process. And it's important for me to be transparent as possible when it comes to my coaching process, because I know from firsthand experience, being coached by other people and just being in other people's programs, that for us who are neurodivergent, who are sensitive, who are deep feelers, it's really important to feel comfortable and safe when we are in spaces where we are doing such deep and intimate work. I'm also really intentional about guiding clients gently along the process through thoughtful and inspiring prompts and through an encouraging and compassionate approach, because a lot of us are coming into this work feeling really anxious, really insecure, and worried about being judged harshly. And because I'm very much aware of this, I am committed to co creating a safe and non judgmental space where you can feel heard, where you can feel held and supported during our time working together. And this is also why I think creativity coaching is so powerful, because all you have to do is show up, be open to the experience, follow my guidance, and create authentically without feeling like you have to perform. And this is the kind of space that is really hard to come by anywhere else. And I say this confidently as a creative, as an artist who has been around the block. In this space, you are guaranteed to be held, witnessed, and encouraged gently and compassionately so that you can enjoy your time creating with ease. Also, what's great is that once you've been through creativity coaching, you will get a better sense of how to do this for yourself long after our work together. Because it's really important for me and for you to realize that you have this power within you, the power to create for yourself and to find all the answers that you are looking for within. I'm also really passionate about this work because I know from firsthand experience just how powerful it is to have someone give you their full attention, witness you, and hold you fully without having to fight for their attention, defending yourself, or having to over explain, which is a really common experience for us neurodivergent and multi passionate women of color. A creative session is going to be all about you and your growth. And this is its own kind of healing. We are now coming to the end of this episode. And if any of what I shared today resonated with you, I invite you to join my new coaching program called Rediscover Play through Expressive Art Making. This is a 6-week journey to help you let go of control, self-doubt, perfectionism, all while embracing creativity with curiosity and joy. Through simple expressive art making exercises, you will discover how to quiet your busy mind, reconnect with your intuition, and tap into the wisdom of your inner child. You don't need any previous art experience, just the willingness to have fun and explore. Doors close this Friday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I won't be reopening spots until later this year. As a bonus, I've partnered with my friend Crystal Domi, founder of Creative Comadre, to offer a free muse box when you sign up. And what is a muse box? I'm glad you asked. This is a hand curated collection of art journaling materials designed to make creative self expression effortless and joyful. No overthinking, no decision fatigue. Just open the box and start creating. This box is valued at $70, but it's free when you sign up for Rediscover Play. Again, doors are closing this Friday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you have been thinking about working together, now is the time. Apply at renatamckelveny.com. The link is in the show's description. And even if right now is not the best time for us to work together, I hope that this episode gave you a better idea of what to expect during a typical creativity coaching session with me. And better yet, how this can support you in your self-discovery and healing journey. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you on the next one. Until then, stay creative. Bye.